All right, one last midnight. Welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. Last we left off, we got this production line completely set up, and it's now working very well, producing a lot of money every year. At the very end of the video, I was able to get out of debt, but it looks like on a yearly basis, I'll make about 12 million off of this production line, which is delivering grain into this particular food processing plant, food to Springfield, and then food and oil down into San Francisco. Now, we're going to do something a little bit radical here. We're going to pretty much destroy almost everything. We're going to leave this particular grain to food production plant in place, but we're going to change the rest of this entire line. I had looked over what I really wanted to try to accomplish with moving forward. And I think what I want to try to tackle is getting in place a passenger line that encompasses these three cities right here. Now, that's going to take a lot, and I'm going to focus on doing that first. I'm going to lay down the track for this first. But as well as part of that process, I'm going to look at streamlining this production line a little bit better, this oil to food delivery system, which means I'm going to actually change the location of this train station and put it over here somewhere. That's going to serve not only as my passenger line, but also as my cargo line. And it'll actually shorten the delivery time because I won't have to make this arc. I was looking initially as using this arc because it contained 3 wells on it. But ultimately, this well is producing so much oil that's really not necessary to have any more. It would only slow down my time for producing the quantity of goods that I need with this fuel refinery, from the oil refinery to the fuel refinery. So it doesn't really make sense. So the best way to do this would be to take this line directly down here, which would shorten the path, shorten the distance, but yet increase the delivery time to this particular San Francisco area and also this oil refinery. So into San Francisco to drop the food off, but then the oil refinery. And then also on top of that, I'm thinking about splitting the delivery of food and oil separately. So with that said, let me get started. This is going to be a serious process. In the meantime, I'm just going to let time run at the fastest speed possible to accumulate money for this process because it's going to cost me an enormous amount of money to get this set up. So I'll probably speed up the video for you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, so I just got done laying down all the track. I haven't put in any passenger trains yet, but I have changed the line. So the Springfield food line is just going to Springfield to pick up food, then coming here to San Francisco to drop it off. The oil line is now going directly to the Cape Coral oil refinery, or the crude oil place, and then it's going to the oil refinery, and then it's going to the fuel refinery, and then it's going back to San Francisco. So we're going to watch this for a little bit and see how this works out. It should work okay. So you can see I've been able to do all that work and maintain my money. That grain food combination actually was very, very well. So this one didn't deliver anything. So we got to figure out why. It had 36 food. Let's go back, look at the vehicle itself. That was maintenance. Let's go back to the line, the green line. And that's okay. It should be going to Springfield over here, picking up food. Yes, then turning around and going to the annex. The problem here is it has no place to drop the food off. So we need to fix that problem really fast or we're going to be hosed. Hosed like rather quickly, because this was the drop-off point. Now it is no longer the drop-off point. So let's fix this by deleting this. And let's see, we want distribution. I'm going to delete this as well. And we want the food distribution to be from the train station here. Okay, so the train station's nice and highlighted. And then let's look at where our people are located. So they're all located up in here as well. So how about we put in another train depot, if we can fit it. Yeah, right here would be, or not, truck depot. I don't know why I call it train depot. Truck depot right here. Okay, and then let's fix that line. So that was the, let's see, food San Francisco line, right? Just a truck line. Food, fuel, San Francisco. And that's going to be actually a true statement. Food and fuel. Let's remove this actually. And just rebuild this from here to here. And yeah, okay, so that's good. That should work. And now this train should work as well. So the next time it goes back, it should pick up what it needs to pick up. This should have a full load. It does 72. And let's just watch this other train come in and see how it's doing. This will go. It's quick. I mean, I've eliminated all of this loop-de-loop stuff. So it should be significantly faster. Let's see how much food is sitting there. 16. So it is building up. San Francisco. All right, it's green. It's green now, so it is starting to build up again. And actually, let's pause this. I do have a problem, and you guys need to be aware of this if you play this game. You know, I had set this double track, this line up, and everything looks great, and I put a third train on there. And there's a problem. So with two trains, you didn't really get to see the problem because they were so spaced out. But now, what happens is that when there is a train on this return track, and there is a second train on that return track, or even vice versa, right? This one is sitting there waiting with grain, and there is a train on this track. The trains don't know what to do because the signals are saying, hey, look, when the train passes this position, then go ahead and release it. So what we need to do is we need to add more signals in so that we can tell the trains, hey, look, if you're beyond this point, continue to keep moving. So we're going to do this really fast. And then you're going to see these three trains run. And you notice we made a ton of money without this configuration, but we need the grain. Now we really need the grain because we're expecting a huge load of delivery of food to go to San Francisco. The autosave, man. The autosave is a savior and the devil all at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to space this out. We're going to have to do this on the other lines as well. So, okay, now watch. As soon as I play this, that train's immediately going to start moving because it knows now that these trains can move. So all 3 of these trains now can work in unison together and everything will be hunky-dory. And this will get food production like the way we need it to get food production. So this guy's only going to pick up 15, 16 food out of a possible 36 food, right? 36. He's got how many cars on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars on there, and he can only carry 36 food? Really? I guess so. Weird. I thought that particular cargo could hold capacity 12. Oh, that's not max, is it? Now, why does it say? Oh, because it's, sorry. Yeah, it's splitting it right now because it believes once it goes beyond 36, it'll take some from this number and then you'll get down to 0. Okay, so yes, it's going to actually hold around 80. Okay, so it's off, running. It's going to zoom by. You know, the only problem with this, and I can fix this. Can I fix this problem? I don't think I can really fix this problem. I think they are going to have to share the line. There is going to be a little bit of a hiccup with some congestion, but it should be okay. Where is this train? Okay, so this train came down here. It dropped off, I believe it dropped off the oil. Did it drop off oil? Consumption 2. Did it get any production? I don't know that there was enough oil being produced. Now there is. There's 30 sitting here. So next delivery should be okay. Let's go ahead and signal this line. I need to get more trains on it like right away. Actually a huge line to signal out, but it's okay. We'll get another 2 trains, I think, on this particular line, this oil line. Start seeing better delivery from that, and then we'll start focusing on. That was a little close. Some passenger production, but for the passengers, you know, you need to do something else for the passengers. The passengers are spread all over the city, so you need to, before you start putting in passenger lines, you really need to start getting bus lines in. And the bus lines will take people from point A to point B, meaning they'll get them from downtown shopping into the train station and back out to the residences. If you don't have that in place, your passenger trains are not going to be very efficient. You're not going to be able to get people from one side of the city to the other side of the city because they're just not going to walk that far, which is reasonable. I don't know that I would walk that far, but okay. All right, that's fixed. It's ready for more trains. So let's get an additional depot over here. I want to put an additional depot right off of here. Put a signal there. Oops. And let's get a depot. Place here. Beautiful. Okay. We just left the fuel, right? Yeah, that train is right there. Okay, so it's a perfect time to get another one going. Let's go ahead and buy another one of these trains. Replicate that. Good. Get that started. How much fuel is sitting here? 300. That's perfect. So it's plenty. Probably going to get another one going here in a second. This train should zip through. How are we doing for food up in this area? Looks like we've got a lot of food being gathered. Good. Good. The 3 trains are working well. The only concern now would be, do we have enough grain here to be able to support 3 trains? And hopefully we will. I'm just gonna have to watch this, you know. I might have to add in a 3rd grain, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's see. That train dropped off nothing. This train is coming in with food, right? Nope, this one's coming in with the oil. The crude oil. Let's put another train. Let's replicate this one more time. Excellent. Okay, so let's watch this one. So this guy's coming in with crude oil. There is there's refined oil sitting there waiting. So he should drop off the crude oil, pick up the refined oil. He did. Good. This is going to go over down into the gas facility, which there seems to be, there's only one fuel sitting here waiting. Mainly because there wasn't enough, actually let's pin both of those. There wasn't any refined oil yet. So since there wasn't any refined oil waiting on the platform, there wasn't anything to send over. So I'm only going to send one fuel over. So this will get better over time. It honestly will get better over time. Let's actually stop it again and throw another train on here. Okay, good. This still has plenty of oil, right? Yes. Oops, that train was a little bit too close. He just left the station. Ouch! Well, okay, wait, hold on. We'll have this guy stop for a second. This is not food, is it? Nope. Okay. Let's let this guy get down the road just a little bit, and then we'll turn him on. Good. I'll start bringing him out now. Good. Good. I have fuel coming in. Crude is sitting there waiting. I'll be picking up 32-ish. There it goes. I'll be dropping off. We have more being produced. I have fuel, probably like 3. Yeah, okay. No biggie. So 3 is coming in. I have 20 sitting here waiting for the next round. This is going to start producing like hotcakes too. So I have more oil coming, being dropped off. Blam. Right, good. It's actually sitting there waiting, picking up more, which is nice. How is this refinery doing? Good, we'll get to level 2 here pretty quick, actually. This will go to level 2, and it'll start producing more, which will be fantastic. So we picked up the fuel here. How's this one doing? It's going to start seeing transportation shortly. All right, let's see. So my crude oil line's making about 5 million. I'm suffering on food to Springfields. I don't think I'm producing enough food, and I think the train is costing me a little bit too much. I could probably reduce this train. Let's reduce 1. One cargo cart. Box cart. And that way it'll save me a little bit of cash there. Let's go back to the line here, autosave. Okay, this other food fuel to San Francisco. Yeah, let's go look at this line really fast, see what's going on. Food and fuel are there. They are I just don't think I have enough vehicles for it to be getting delivered properly. How much fuel is sitting there? 13. I'm actually losing because this is not big enough. Let's max that out like that. Costs a little bit of money, but that's okay. Storage should be good. Don't entirely know why. Are they picking up fuel at all? Yes, they're picking up both, and they're delivering it across. Okay, good. I just don't have enough trucks on this line. Let's add another truck to that line. Well, okay, hold on. Okay, it's starting to get in. There we go. Okay, it's starting to get into positive. He's only carrying 26 food. I think we should cut this down again to be just 2 cars. All right. Yeah, I just removed it to 2 cars. It doesn't have enough food. You know, Springfield is not... This production plan is not producing enough food. San Francisco looks good, but Springfield is not looking so great, so that's not working out very well. So it's just going to pick up whatever it can pick up, and it's going to drop it off, which is fine. I have no problem with that. Let's go ahead and look at... These lines are coming along. Let's look at this food line, and this was the concern. So we are over transporting, which means each one of these vehicles can probably get a reduction of cars. Let's see, where's... Yeah, let's reduce the car capacity on each one of these. Okay, a little bit of maintenance we had to do. But we should be okay now. I should see... I'm a little distressed that I'm not seeing a positive on Springfield. But hopefully I will, now that it is carrying its max. Not entirely sure, though. Maybe what I should do for Springfield is actually change the maintenance on this vehicle to be normal. And see if we make a little bit of money off of it. I mean, we're probably... spending way too much on maintenance for that short run, since it's just right up there and back down again. Let's look at this train here. Yeah, we're running at a loss every single month. Tough. All these other lines are looking good. This Springfield line just is not looking good. I mean, they need food. There's no way around that. They absolutely need food. I have to provide it for them. The food that is going to Springfield with the trucks is making okay money. Springfield itself, man, they're going like gangbusters. Their growth is good. Their growth was down for a little bit, but then their growth is way back up again. The population is good. Jobs are good. Shopping facilities are good. I mean, even though I'm losing money on this line, you know what I probably could do? Is either just take a loss on this line, because I was going to have a passenger train come through here and drop people off. I mean, that was the main purpose of this line. I should probably go back to distributing this via vehicles. That would probably be more beneficial if I just drop this food line off via, or the food off via vehicles. It seems like I'm too much of a loss. Not enough of a loss to pay attention to it right now, because look, I got 25 million. I'm not hurting for cash. It looks like everything is starting to come along. We've got enough fuel coming in. Let's pin this. We've got enough crude oil or regular refined oil being made. Our crude oil, how are we looking on crude oil? We still have an excess of crude oil. So I could, one more time, get another train on that line. Where's the next train down? Yeah, far away. And the next train is far away. So I probably can put several more trains on that line. So let's do that. Well, let's see. No, that was a crude. He's moving out. What is this? Still 2 something. Okay, so maybe not too many trains on that line. I don't want to overload it. Let's just replicate one more train. Make sure that there's enough oil coming out of this facility that man, they're pumping out oil here. It's just crazy amount of oil. Shoot. Go again. I have another train coming in. Is that that's an oil train? Okay, well this should help out. They're kind of bunched up a little bit, but that's all right. We'll see what happens. How's this facility? I think we grew to the 2nd level, right? It's level 2, I believe. Or it's about to be level 2. How's this facility? That facility looks like it's level 2, or about to be level 2. Okay, well that's good. Okay, so we did a lot. We did a lot in this episode. A lot. We got the train tracks in for the passenger line, which was huge. We also have the cargo in for fuel. So once I get more fuel production in here, like I start dropping off to Milwaukee, or I start dropping off to here, we can actually start making a lot more money and utilizing that secondary cargo line that we have going around in a circle. So I think the next phase of action is going to be to put in the passenger line. I'm going to have to turn around and put in, and I have the money for it, but I'm going to have to put in buses and stuff in each one of these cities to make sure that we populate the passengers, possibly go from Springfield and work it so that we can get into Milwaukee. So maybe run another line into this passenger line over here and get into Milwaukee. I'll have to figure out the rotation of the trains. If I rotate this direction, maybe we can get to Springfield in and out. I don't know. I have to look at it. But this is a good place to leave it. So we're actually getting fuel in. I mean, let's look at San Francisco. So food and fuel. San Francisco is going to skyrocket in population. We just need to do that to Milwaukee, and we need to do that to this other city down here. And yeah, we're looking good. 27 million is coming in. Most lines are producing. Well, now all lines are in producing cash. Still, this Springfield food line is causing problems, and I think the best way to resolve this issue is just go back to shipping the food via trucks. I think that's probably would be more lucrative than having to worry about this train line, which is really expensive, and it would probably be better to just, use this as a people line. Have it come down through here, and then we'll break out down into here. Yeah, it looks good. All right, well, thank you guys for joining me. Really appreciate it. Hit the like button if you like this series. Leave comments in the comment section below. If you haven't already, sign up to be a subscriber because we've got a great community here. You want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. And that's it. See ya. Have a good time. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.